introduce him to all of you, and I'll let him address all of you with his words. Shrikant sir.
Thanks, Aditi. Good afternoon, and it is a pleasure for me to be over here. Just give me a minute. I seem to be facing some difficulty with my camera, which I'm trying to sort. Just give me a minute on that. So at the beginning, I would like to start by welcoming all the college management, the faculty members, the principals, and of course the students. And it was indeed a pleasure for me to be also associated with the first batch itself. Sorry. Just a minute, please. Sorry. When we used to be watching Doordarshan, there used to be a thing that used to come up on the screen which used to say "Rukawat ke liye khed hai." Sorry for the inconvenience. I will need to probably log out and log in again. Just give me 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
No problem, sir. While Shrikant sir will join back, we have 30 seconds. I hope all of you are able to see us. The chat is live, the chat is open. We would love all of you to interact through chat. If you're not able to understand, meeku ardham avvakapote aa chat nundi you can message and we will try and respond. Some of us are looking at the chat. Some of you are saying, okay, good afternoon, a very good afternoon to all of you. So yes, you can keep the chat buzzing as and when we are trying to ask questions, as and when we are presenting, so that all of us are interactive. Shrikant sir, are you back?
I am back, but my camera is not working. I think I'll have to go for another option so that at least people can see me while I'm talking. Just give me a minute.
Sure.
Moving on to another laptop. Just give me a minute, please. Sorry.
Sure. Yeah.
Meanwhile, students, you can also share from which college, what district you're from across Telangana. We would love to see from where all you all have joined for the session.
True. Apologies for this small glitches. I'm sure all of us understand how how we also face some problems with digital or the tech as such. So yes, we'll wait for another 30 to 40 seconds for sir to join back, and then we will begin. Okay. Meanwhile, I just want to ask you, certain question, probably one question. If you can use the chat box and answer, that would be great. How many of you have gone through the email, have, or through your friends? How many of you have gone through the details of 1M1B Green Skills Academy and, you've gone through as to what it is? Are you interested? You can use the chat box to answer. How exciting are you? Please share your thoughts. We will be happy to see, all of you answering in the chat box. Okay, Yamasini says, I am from VBIT College, which is in Mechil district. Nice to know that. Vamshi from Rangareddy. Okay. Oh, different districts. Nice. Anudeep from SR and BGNR College. Come on. Interesting. Welcome.
Sri Sai, we have read your chat. Yeah, I have acknowledged you're from BITS, Varangal. Thank you for joining.
Okay, is Shrikant, are you here?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think-
Yes, Deepika, he'll join in about 2 minutes.
Yes.
Already the technical guy is looking at
Okay.
it.
Okay. Meanwhile, you can start answering. You know, how many of you have heard about 101B Green Skills Academy? How did you know about it?
Hopefully you're able to see me now
Ah,
Yes.
and
yes.
as well as hear me.
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Sorry, apologies. You know, but it's Murphy, which always strikes. When you want something to go right, something definitely has to go wrong. So apologies for the technical glitch over there. I think I will ignore whatever I said earlier, and I think it's important for me to welcome everyone today back over here. And indeed, it's a pleasure for me to be present amongst all of you here today, especially when we are talking about the second cohort. The first cohort, of course, I was very enthused and very energized by meeting them, talking to them, and also understanding the kind of, quick understanding that these people were able to make about the whole subject itself in such a short time, right? And how these students the graduation ceremony for the students, when it happened, the kind of confidence that they were able to display, the kind of concepts that they were talking about, etc., was quite enlightening. It was very interesting to see the kind of problems. For example, yes, we all travel with our vehicles, etc., and we are stopping for every pothole. So imagine someone using the concept of AI and and creating a model of how you can detect potholes so that your route, etc., can be planned much better, and the authorities can also be informed, and how a crowdsourcing model can actually be used. Today, if we talk about green, I think all of us do realize that there is only one planet. There is no plan B. And especially it's for the youngsters, the youth that are there today across the state, that will have to carry forward the entire agenda itself. And when we talk about the agenda, it's very interesting to see that a lot of work is happening towards only things like the renewable energy and so on and so forth. But our point is that, look, beyond renewables, etc., also there are so many things that are required. For example, what we just discussed, one of the things that happened, right? And today, the number of jobs that are required with people with green skills is more than 200 million by 2050, which is not too far away, if you ask me very, very frankly, because we haven't been able to achieve too much as of now. So how do we achieve and ensure that everyone becomes aware of it? So when we talk about green employability, I think it's important for our students to also understand that not only will this program help them understand what are green skills, help them understand and apply green skills with technology. For example, if we were all supposed to get together under one venue to do this session that we are doing right now, and I was overhearing the discussions that were happening. We have people from BITS and Warangal and all across. So a lot of such people are already there. Imagine if each one of you had to travel even by a public transport, but you would have to spend the fuel, etc., to reach over here. There would be lights over here, there'll be air conditioning, etc., for that kind of a venue to accommodate the 3,000 plus people who are already logged into the session right now as I speak. Imagine the amount of money you would have wasted, the amount of resources you would have wasted. And the same thing is happening virtually. We are saving so much of fossil fuels and other things, etc. Our focus in this program would be to help you understand and identify problems. Oh my God.
We're able to see you, sir.
Oh, you're able to see me. Okay. I was not able to see anyone on the screen. So
No, I just
panicked.
made you the spotlight.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this is better. Fine. So, all right. So as I was saying, it is, very, very important for us to, help you understand, but not only understand, help you identify problems that don't permit you to sleep. And I'm not talking about boys and girls problems. I'm talking about environment problems. I'm talking about problems of employability for the future. Because right now, the easiest thing people do is they use solar energy for creating different kind of things, and they say we are part of green. But the jobs also will be changing according to green. So there will be existing jobs that are there, which will have to now convert. People will need to understand what are the green skills themselves so that they can become aware of it. One of the biggest things that is being spoken about is circular economy, sustainability. And these words are being used interchangeably. I think it's important for everyone to have these skills, which are very important. This program, and the reason why we tied up with 1M 1B for setting up this Green Skills Academy, and we are calling for the second cohort. The first cohort, of course, have benefited a lot. And probably what I would like to also request the 1M 1B team and all the partners like Salesforce have played a key part in not only providing the CSR funds for it, but also the resources, the people and the mentors, etc., etc. I would also like to suggest that, even our first cohort students should become mentors from the colleges that these people have been done, over there. So we should see a lot of traction from the first batch, first cohort also moving ahead. The advantage of doing this program is that we will help you identify problems, help you with technology to solve those problems, be it in terms of AI, be it in terms of introduction and awareness about AR, VR, XR kind of topics also, which will be there. We would be ensuring that that maximum number of youth of Telangana benefit from this program. While the first focus batch was about, and correct me if I'm wrong, Deepika, about 7,000 people who were there in the first cohort, correct?
Right, correct, sir.
Right. I at least expect this time 50,000 people to become part of this cohort and benefit from this. Now, the best part is that the more number of people become aware, the more our earth will be better protected. And not only that, it's a win-win for all, because you get a chance. 5 of you will get a chance, like currently from the first cohort out of the top 10. 5 people are actually going to the UN. As Aditi spoke in the beginning itself, that 1M1B, our partner, has got a special status with the UN itself, where our youth from Telangana will be getting an opportunity to represent Telangana and the country at the UN Assembly itself. So this is a huge thing. And the best part is that what it requires from you is just one thing: time, effort, energy, and passion. That's all. and you can make your dreams happen through this program. Once again, I would like to thank 1M1B for coming forward, along with Salesforce, along with IBM, Flaunch, and IBM, and everyone else who are part of this entire ecosystem, all the partners. And apologies in case I have missed some. But yes, definitely welcome the new cohort, and look forward to engaging with you in the future also, so that you are able to, and we are able to ensure that, yes, that you benefit from this program to the maximum. Thank you very much, Deepika, Aditi, and Manav and team. And of course, sorry, before I end, I would also like to mention that all my field team from Task, I think they played a huge part, and I'm looking forward to their further enhanced cooperation and the role that they played earlier to be further enhanced and bring in more colleges from the field, so that maximum number of youth from Telangana can benefit from this exercise that we are doing. And we are able to have, Telangana is one of the leaders as far as green skills, green employability is concerned. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. I think one very important thing that sir pointed out in his remark was that we all have to come together, because it is not one person. So yes, we should have maximum participation. We should have students participating and making their impact, because all of us, when we come together, then it is going to be a huge impact, and we can live our dream of going net zero. Now I think we'll move forward we've been talking a lot about green skills and sustainable development and caring for the environment. My colleague Deepika is here, who is going to take us through the journey of sustainability, what it means, what are its philosophy, and how we all can contribute into the ideas of sustainability through our work. So Deepika, over to you.
Great. Thank you very much, Aditi. Thank you, Shrikant sir. It's always a pleasure to listen to you, Shrikant sir, and thank you, Aditi. So we will quickly start off with the first aspect of this particular session. So far we have been, a lot of you have been hearing the word or the buzzword, which is sustainability, right? So before we get into the topic, before we get into as to the definitions, etc., I would love all of you to use your chat. It's like fastest fingers, on your respective keyboard. So fastest fingers first. Keep the chat active, because that is how we know how whether you're able to understand, how you are responding, etc. If you want us to slow down, also please use the chat and let us know, and we will be happy to slow down a bit and help you understand a bit better. Thank you so much for all of you for being there. So starting off with the topic, I just have a question for all of you. Okay. My question to all of you is sustainability about climate? Okay, let's find out. But using the chat box, please answer. Is sustainability only about climate? Like, what pops into your mind when I say this particular word, sustainability? What are those words? You don't have to type sentences, but what are those words? Sai says no. Prasad says no. Great. Rishita also says no. Is sustainability only about climate? Oh, I really I thought most of you will say yes, but interesting. That means you know the word sustainability and you have researched or you have researched about that particular term. Interesting. Thank you so much for those beautiful answers. Most of you are agreeing to me and saying it's no. So let me tell you something. So when you think about the word sustainability, most of us say, most of us, even me, during when I didn't know anything about it, I used to think, oh, sustainability is all about climate action. But sustainability is not just about climate action. Just like how all of you are agreeing, it means, I think Kiran gave a beautiful answer. Sustainability means living in a society with economy, and Anudeep added to it saying consistency. Yes, so sustainability is all about making choices today. Like today, if we are making choices to ensure there is a better tomorrow. Now, well, that is sustainability. So it's like taking, as small as taking care of your garden, taking care of your plants, watering your plants, using compost, right? Sustainable compost, eco-friendly compost, and keeping the weeds away. Basically, sustainability means managing our resources, whatever natural resources that we have, right? The land, labor, capital, and organization. All those natural resources that we have, keeping those safe, managing the resources and the environment in the whole, the environment around us, protecting the environment so that they continue to provide us, they continue to provide enough for us as well as for the future generations. For the future generations, in the sense for all of you and your future as well, right? It's not just about we using everything that we have and tomorrow there's nothing left for our future generations. That is sustainability. So anything that can protect the environment, protect us, protect all the living beings in the environment, like reducing waste, conserving energy, supporting those local businesses like farmers, our local shops, kirana stores that are that are present beside our homes, protecting natural habitats. Everything comes under the term sustainability. So while that is a bit about sustainability, my next question to all of you is, if you can see the screen, there are 3 photos that I am showing, right? So there are 3 pictures on your screen, towards the left, middle, and towards the right. So observe the 3 photos. Let's start with the first one. Okay, when you're observing the first one, what are the challenges that you think? So you are seeing the first picture where you see a lot of kind of poverty in the picture. How do you feel when you see this this picture here? When you're seeing the living conditions in this picture, what do you feel? How do you think can you and me improve it? You can use the chat box and answer. Let me see let me also understand your feelings. What is it that you're feeling when you're seeing the first picture on the screen? Sai says, okay, I feel really sad, ma'am. What can you, while you're also feeling sad, how, Sai, can you tell me, how can you improve it? Can we improve this particular condition? I would love to see more answers. Okay, decreasing the inflation, proper education, proper development, absolutely. By creating awareness, people should be more addressed about each and everything. Yes, making them aware of government schemes. Murari, thank you for that answer. Providing quality education, absolutely. Let me come back to it. Very interesting answers. Keep the chat live like this. Let's move on to the second photo. Second photo, you can see the board out of business, right? When you take a look at this photo, why does it say about, why does it say out of business? So take an example of a small business, like an example of a local kirana store beside your home, which just started, and suddenly it has a board which says out of business. How does this picture reflect the broader challenges of economic inequality and sustainability? How do you think small businesses are facing challenges in terms of competition? Can I see some more answers, please? Shortage of resources, absolutely. Afan, if you're trying to address or answer for the second question, yes, online businesses are dominating. No supply and demand. Thank you, Sai. That's a very interesting perspective that you have given. Kiran, again, another interesting perspective, high taxes. Absolutely. So we'll park this here and we'll move on to the next picture in the interest of time. Also, take a look at the third picture now. Okay, the third picture, where you see a lot of plastic floating on the water, right? What does this say about the impact of pollution on our natural resources, right? How do you feel when you see pollution and industrial emissions? And what steps do you think are necessary to address these environmental issues? Let me see what the chat is saying. So when you see the third picture, what do you feel? Lokesh says we should ban them. Absolutely, like we should ban all the plastic, but unfortunately it's very difficult, Lokesh. It's getting very difficult for us to put a full stop to the plastic because we are so used to it that we are not able to get away from it. But at least from before till now, there is a lot of difference. Interesting answers. Create awareness amongst usage of public, proper disposal and waste management. Very interesting answer, Priyanka. Thank you for that. Government strict rules. Absolutely. Not allowing chemicals into the water body. Beautiful answers. So while I am speaking about these problems, right? So why am I speaking about these problems? These are the general problems that we are seeing day in and day out. Okay. Now, when I get into the details of each photo, for example, the first photo, this particular problem addresses the social problems of the society. That's where social sustainability comes into picture. When I'm speaking about social sustainability, so sustainability as an umbrella is divided into three broad categories. So the three broad categories are being depicted in the form of problems on the screen. The first one, which says social sustainability. Now, it's social sustainability is all about ensuring that you and me and all the individuals across the society have equal access to basic needs such as clean water, basic roof on the top, adequate housing, and safe living conditions. By addressing these kind of social challenges, all of us can ensure that we are living a better life in the society and thriving, in the society, not just surviving, but living in a quality manner. So that is what the first picture, we can address the problems which you have just answered in the first picture, which is called as social sustainability. The next topic or the next, category under sustainability is economic sustainability. Now, when you see a business going out of business, so economic sustainability focuses on creating an entire economy or economic systems that provide fair opportunities, equal opportunities for all of us together. Like as small as supporting local businesses and ensuring there are fair trade practices, right from producing a particular product or a raw material through going through the entire process of producing a final product that we will go into a supermarket and purchase a particular product, right? So right from procuring the raw material to the end product where you and me can go and buy from the market, the entire process or the entire chain is taken care and is fair and is ethical. All of this entire process comes under economic sustainability, ensuring that the entire process is clean and fair, right? So all of this comes under economic sustainability so that all of us are benefited in an equal and sustainable manner. Now, the third picture where all of you spoke about pollution is nothing but environmental sustainability, which is the reason why environmental sustainability came into picture. It talks about protecting natural resources, right? Natural resources like land, water, all the 5 elements where we have to speak about reducing pollution to ensure there is our planet is healthy, you and me are healthy, and our future generations are also protected. So addressing these kind of environmental issues like water pollution, air pollution, overusing of resources, these are all issues that are very critical to be addressed for maintaining a balance of our in our ecosystem and sustaining our lives on the earth. It's not just about your life and my life, it's also about our future generations lives, and it's also about our fellow living beings like animals, any other, trees, plants. Protecting them is our responsibility. So these three are the three broad categories under sustainability. And by understanding and addressing all of these challenges under these three categories, we'll have a better way to live. And, as I think Aditi mentioned, there is no planet B, right? So at the end of the day, if we are not able to protect the planet, then how will we even survive? And how will you and me even get into the job? What's the point of getting into jobs when we are not able to protect the earth, right? So that's a bit more about sustainability and the three broad categories under it. So environment, social, economy. So far so good. Give me a thumbs up in the chat box or say yes if all of you are on the same page along with me. So let me give you some more examples in terms of getting into the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So when we are speaking about sustainability, United Nations. So the United Nations, which is like for example, like a team of countries working together, like the seven, it made a list of 17 important goals, right? Under this, they are called as 17 Sustainable Development Goals. So United Nations, focusing on all these problems, right? All these common problems that all of us are addressing, are kind of witnessing these days. United Nations came together and said, and made a list of 17 important goals in the year 2016, and thereafter these goals came into force. Now these goals say, okay, these are the 17 broad problems which are the need of the hour. That means which are existing right now. And if we cannot address these problems, then we will not have a space to live. And then we will not be able to protect our planet. We'll not be able to do anything as such. Which is the reason why these goals, which are there on the screen, right? These goals cover lots of important things like making sure everyone has enough to eat, reducing inequalities, protecting the environment, giving everyone a chance to learn and to be happy, right? So the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, are a collection of 17 global goals designed by the United Nations to be like a blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all of us. And it is quite important for all of you being a part of 1M1B Green Skills Academy leveraging AI to understand this particular concept of sustainability. And also, when you have time, go through the 17 SDGs given by United Nations, where they address the global challenges that we face, including poverty, inequality, environmental degradation, peace, and justice. Now that will, that's a good start for you to be a part of the academy. And then how can we leverage technology to address these problems and come up with interesting solutions, like how our star students from the previous batch came up? You can be some of them as well. So I'll just touch base on a couple of goals. In the interest of time, will not be able to get into all the 17 goals, but I would love all of you to, go through it, and also use the chat box if you have heard about these goals, and if you know a bit more about certain goals, or if you have worked on, these particular goals, please use the chat box and answer for us. So I'll just touch base on a couple of goals. So for example, the first goal, which speaks about no poverty. I'll just give you an example, okay? Imagine your classmate doesn't have enough money for college supplies, or even as small as lunch. So programs all the programs or any entities or organizations like 1M1B or our government, where, for example, TASK, all of us are working together to provide programs that can provide, that can in turn provide free or reduced price meals and supplies, helping ensure no one is left behind. So if any organization is working towards this, that means we are trying to reduce, or work towards ensuring there is no poverty. Another example in terms of UN SDG goal number 2, which is zero hunger. So think about this SDG like a community garden where people grow their own vegetables. Right? These gardens can help ensure everyone has access to fresh, healthy food. So that's another example for zero hunger. For example, goal number 4, which most of us relate to, quality education. Colleges, schools, educational institutions that provide after-school tutoring programs to help students who might struggle with their homework, right? Ensuring everyone has a chance to succeed. That's again an example. So all of these are just few examples of, very minute examples that I'm trying to give so that you can relate it. Another example that I would like to touch base is UN SDG 10, which speaks about reduced inequality, which is very close to my heart, and I kind of advocate for this, is how can programs that can provide scholarships or can provide mentoring support to everyone. For example, 1M1B Green Skills Academy is open for all, just like you, right? Everyone can access through it, which is the reason why TASK is also ensuring it goes live on YouTube, and it's also live on Nipuna TV, where even a person or a student who is sitting from his or her or their home can access this particular training session and also can see and can witness this particular session. Now that is an example of achieving towards this goal, which is goal number 10, which is reduced inequalities, giving opportunity to everyone equally, right? So these are some of the some of the examples that I could think of in terms of the SDGs. So you can explore more. And yes, I see a lot of you answering thumbs up. Thank you so much. And 5, equality for gender, it only happens when and only if people realize and change it, right, ma'am? Absolutely right, Sai. Thank you so much. Satvika, very interesting answer that you've stated. All these goals are interlinked. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Yes. Each and every goal that is mentioned here is interlinked. Just like how all of us are connected in this world, even if you don't know me, even if I don't know you, some or the other, directly or indirectly, all of us are interconnected. Just like that, all the goals are also interconnected. It's like a chain reaction, right? If something triggers in the environment, everything gets triggered. So similarly, thank you so much for that, Satvika. So yes, moving ahead, I'll show you a small video. Just a second. Okay, apologies. I'll show you a small video where you can recognize a lot of people in this on the screen that I'm trying to show you. Just take a look at this interesting video, which speaks more interestingly about the 17 SDGs and United Nations global goals. Just a second, let me present my screen. Yes.
We can be.
We must be the first generation
to end extreme poverty.
The generation
Most determined
to fight injustice
and inequalities.
The generation that saves the planet from climate change.
And this is how it will get done. The global goals.
A 15-year plan
For everyone.
everywhere.
with no one left behind.
We will live in a world
Where nobody
anywhere
Lives in extreme poverty.
Where no one
goes hungry.
where no one
wakes in the morning
Asking if there will be food today.
We will live in a world where no child has to die.
Diseases we know how to cure.
And where proper health care
Is a lifelong right for us all.
We will live in a world
Where everyone
goes to school. And education gives us the knowledge
and skills
For a fulfilling life.
We will live in a world where all girls and all women have equal opportunities
to thrive and be powerful
and safe.
We cannot succeed if half the world is held back.
We will live in a world
Where all people can get clean water
And proper toilets at home.
at school and at work.
We will live in a world where there's sustainable energy for everyone.
Heat, light, and power for the whole planet.
Without destroying the planet.
We'll live in a world where economies prosper.
and new wealth.
Leads to decent jobs
For everyone.
And we will live in a world
where our industry,
our infrastructure and our
Best innovations
Are not just used to make money, but to make all our lives better.
We will live in a world
Where prejudices and extremes of inequality
are defeated.
Inside our countries,
And between different countries.
where people live in cities and communities
that are safe, progressive,
And support everyone who lives there.
where we replace
What we consume.
Planet where we put back.
What we take out of the earth.
We live in a world that is decisively rolling back the threat of climate
change.
where we restore and protect the life in our oceans and seas. We'll restore
and protect
life on land,
The forests.
animals,
the earth itself.
with peace between and inside countries.
Where all governments are open.
And answer to us for what they do at home and abroad.
And the justice rules.
with everyone equal before the law.
Where all countries and we their people.
Work together.
Partnerships of all kinds.
To make these goals a reality.
These are the United Nations global goals.
For sustainable development.
Let's
Get to work.
Interesting, right? So how everyone, I think some of you have recognized A.R. Rahman and, some of the faces, familiar faces that we all know, explaining, everybody coming together and explaining about all the 17 SDGs. So choosing, or thinking about how you can be a part of it and ensuring that you utilize the opportunities like 1M1B Green Skills Academy, and ensuring that you take action towards it will make a huge difference. And now let's talk about how this affects your careers as well, right? Before I I come to the end of my part, it's almost done, and I'll hand it over to Aditi to introduce my next colleague. Let's talk about how this affects your careers as well, right? It's not just about, understanding sustainability, but what next? I'm sure all of you must be thinking, how will it help us? The world is rapidly changing, right? And companies or corporations are looking for people who can think sustainably and act responsibly. Every organization these days is striving towards saving the environment and saving the planet. By understanding and supporting these global goals, the 17 SDGs that you've seen on the screen, you are setting yourself up for success in the job market as well, right? So you are getting that competitive advantage to understand a bit more than others who do not know anything about sustainability. So companies want employees who can help them be more sustainable, come up with interesting ideas, interesting solutions, come up with innovative solutions as to how can we, make money at the same time, give it back to the environment and to the society. So that's what every company is seeing to get that sustainability mindset, whether that's through innovative technology, green energy, or ethical business practices. So imagine working in a field not only excites you, but also kind of helps you to shape a sustainable world. Whether it's renewable energy, sustainable fashion, friendly technology. So there are countless career opportunities, which my colleague Safan will take you through, in bit more detail. But to end with, end a little bit, to conclude about this particular topic, employers or your corporations these days value individuals who are aware of these issues and are committed towards making a positive impact. And as young leaders, as youth who are, just like you have the power to make a real impact, right? Your actions today will shape the world for the next generation. So with that, I will show another small video, just another small video, where, this person is very close to my heart. She's a 9-year-old kid who's trying to make a difference. I hope all of you will get inspired by this, and then I will hand it over to Aditi. So just a second.
They say children shouldn't venture out into the unknown. But I didn't listen. Hi, I am Taragai Aradhana. I am 9 years old and I am keeper of the sea. I started scuba diving when I was 5 years old. And since then, I have been in love with it. The sea is my friend and it is wonderful. It is a world very different from my world. I will never forget my first dive. I saw fishes, jellyfish, some corals. And then I saw a very different creature. It didn't seem like it belonged here. Plastic. I was shocked. I was sad. This is a kind of garbage I usually see in my dustbin. What was it doing under the sea? I was so worried. I decided I will clean the sea of all the trash. This is my mission. I started to join my father and his friends in all the dives. Each time we go in, we bring back lots of garbage. Probably too small to clean up this big sea all alone. I really need everyone to join me. I started to meet more and more people and asking them to help me keep the sea clean. When a little girl asks for something, people usually say
Interesting, right? Such a beautiful video. Aradhana is saying when, when she can make a difference by collecting 600 kgs of plastic, which is much more. I'm sure at present she must have collected, much more. When a 9-year-old is able to do that, why can't we, right? You can probably do much more bigger. And she said her world is becoming bigger and bigger. In fact, I would say she is ensuring our entire world is becoming bigger and bigger, thanks to such interesting thoughts. So with that, I will end my part and I will hand it over to Aditi. Over to you, Aditi. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepika. And I can see a few responses from the students. One very important thing is age doesn't matter to get maturity to take action. And also, there are multiple work areas where we can make an impact. So now my colleague Safin has joined, and he's going to delve into a very important aspect of what are the applications of green skills? Why should I learn green skills? So the question that we often ask ourselves that, okay, there is sustainable development and there is, goals, and we need to act on it. But the why part, that why should I, and where am I in between the sustainable development goals and initiatives? So Safin will be taking us through the concept of green skills and how we can use them to fit into the industry where green careers are thriving, and most importantly, how we can use AI, to leverage upon our already, skill set, and we can come out stronger. So, Safin, over to you.
Hey, thanks, Aditi. Let me just go ahead and share my screen. Hold on. Okay, to share screen, what do I do?
There's a plus sign on the
yeah,
left.
Brenda, from that manage presentations.
You click into take as presenter.
You take as presenter yourself, and on bottom in between, you'll be able to see present screen. So
hold on,
in the middle of the screen, bottom.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome. No, yeah, I got that. All right, so hope you're able to see my screen now. And Deepika, I'll need your help in playing the videos like we discussed. So good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Good to have you all here, and great to see a good lot of students here for our second batch of the Green Skills Academy, right? And in case anywhere you find an issue in terms of, the presentation, or you're not understanding, or even in terms of the video, do let us know. You can say in the chat and we'll kind of take care of that. All right, so a great way to end the first section with that wonderful video, right? And Deepika did touch upon green jobs and green skills. So I will touch a little bit more on that, and what does green skills mean specifically, right? Okay, so just to give you some really interesting facts, you're all in college and you're all going to be starting to work. Why are you all learning or being in college, right? To earn a job, to get a job and to earn a good income from that, right? And of course, buy interesting things for yourself, for your family, make sure your parents are happy, you're able to buy a new house, maybe a new car, etc. But where are all these jobs coming in now? So in the late 1990s, this whole IT boom came. All jobs in IT software came. Now, even today, everyone is talking about working for some big IT company, right? Infosys, TCS, CTS, Accenture, all these, IBM, all these companies, correct? So along with this IT jobs, there is something called green jobs that is now coming, right? So you must have all studied in school about industrial revolution. First, there was steam engine. Then there was electricity that came, second industrial revolution, right? Then third industrial revolution. Now fourth is all with apps, mobile phones, all that. And now, and this is, I'm just touching upon, you can go online and search fifth industrial revolution, right? See what it is. Fifth industrial revolution is very different. earlier industrial revolution, be steam, electricity, mobile phones, everything focused on devices and industry. Now, fifth industrial revolution, the focus is on people and planet, which means taking care of people first, then taking care of planet as well. Now, all these big issues, the reason even we are talking about sustainability is because we as humans did a very bad job, right? Our forefathers, our ancestors from thousands of years, from 2000 plus years, we've been polluting the environment, taking all the resources, being greedy. And now we are realizing it is not good. The planet is suffering. Because of that, we are suffering. So that's why fifth industrial revolution, all the solutions, jobs, everything is keeping people and planet in mind. I'll tell you about green jobs. International Labour Organization, okay, ILO, which is an organization under United Nations, which looks at all these jobs. Look at their prediction. 24 million green jobs to be generated by 2030. That is just in the next 6 years. 24 million green jobs. And in India, if you see, 35 million green jobs to 2047. Right? 100 years of independence by 2047. By then, 35 million green jobs. This is way more jobs than any IT industry is going to produce in the next years. Correct? So this is why this is very important. Although you might say, I'm studying computer science, I'm studying IT, I'm studying civil engineering, mechanical engineering, BCom, MCA, etc. But you can't run away from green jobs and green skills. Now I'll tell you what we mean by green jobs, all right? Okay. So green jobs, like the name suggests, is any job that can preserve or restore the environment, protect the environment. And these are basically jobs that have a good positive impact on the planet. That is what a green job is, simple, right? And green skills means this is all that you learn, your knowledge, your ability to do things, values, what you value. Do you value the environment, your attitude, all that needed to live, develop, and support a sustainable society. So how can you make the world sustainable? For that, you need green skills, and green skills are needed to do the green jobs, correct? So that is the linkage. Okay, going deeper. Now you'll ask me, okay, green jobs, fine. Where are all these green jobs coming? Look at these sectors, where all green jobs are coming. Solar and wind energy, both are green technologies for replacing coal electricity, right? Circular economy, reusing everything that we are producing and ensuring very less waste. Green governance, now, governance and politics and government, right? What is green governance? Taking policies, coming up with laws that protect the planet and people. Green buildings. Buildings are there, but I don't mean building which you paint green. But these are green buildings, which means the buildings that you have today, ensuring the future buildings are made keeping planet in mind, which means using materials that are sustainable, that doesn't pollution, that doesn't cause harm for the planet, making sure there is a lot of natural wind air that comes in. So we use less electricity, less air conditioning, right? Green buildings. Then electrical vehicles, of course, you all know, and agriculture. Again, how do you ensure that agriculture is also producing food that is not wasted, organic food, not harming the soil, etc. Right? All these are existing issues. So a lot of green jobs coming in these different sectors also. So you might say, I'm a computer science student, so I've got nothing to do with fields. No, think again. Electrical vehicles, for electrical vehicles, by putting the parts together and vehicle won't run, right? Electrical vehicles also have a lot of electronic components. The algorithm, how self-driving cars work, right? How much battery is to be used. What happens if battery is over, right? All this is all a lot to do with coding, with computer science, correct? So all of you in some way will contribute, not necessarily that you have to be a civil engineer to do only green buildings, correct? A lot of things will come in. And that's what through the program we are trying to help you out. Now, we won't teach you how to build a green building. That you learn as a technical skill later when if you're interested there as you go ahead for further studies. But we'll tell you the simple individual skills that is good to have if you want to work in a green sector. Okay, then of course, green finance, green hydrogen. Green finance are very interesting. Take a look at what it is. I don't want to go deep into it, but you watch online and check. Okay, now again, different types of jobs, right? If you see, green is a big term. Now in green jobs are those highest level of jobs that require so many green skills. You know sustainability well, everything about how do you protect the planet, what actions to take, all that. Then there are greening jobs like civil engineering, right? So these are jobs that can be performed without so many green skills. 1 or 2 green skills, it is good. You can still, you can get a job in that area. Greening potential like data analyst. These are jobs that do not really require green skills, but at least 1 green skill is good to have. You can convert these jobs from
For example, working with, let's say, computers, right? They produce a lot of heat, carbon dioxide, and it leads to global warming. So with some green skills that you have, one skill maybe, how can you use that, right? So that is a green potential job. Then you have not green jobs like nurse, where doesn't require any green skills as well, right? So there'll be so many jobs that do not require green skills also. Don't think that every job needs green skills, right? So just to set your expectations clear. And look at how this graph on the right bottom side, the hiring for green jobs is growing fast. So if you have a green skill and you're applying in a green job, you will find a lot of hirings happening. Like I mentioned earlier, so many jobs are being created, but many of the students today don't have the skills. So if a company is coming for a job in the green sector, you don't have the skills, the job is there, salary is there, but you don't have the skills, then how do you get that job, right? So look at it, the hiring for
solve the problem that we're facing? Can we use AI to solve the water crisis? Can we use AI to predict the next pandemic so that another COVID does not come up, right? Can we use AR, VR for something, right? Look at AI. AI you can use for analyzing data of different resource management, predicting where the next environmental risk will come in, optimizing output of solar panels, windmills, etc. Right? AR, if you see, AR, for those who don't know, any Instagram, if you open a filter, right? Filter with that face coming on your face, that is AR. It's augmented reality. A virtual element is augmented onto your face on the camera. So that is AR, simple Instagram filter or Snapchat filter, right? So imagine a filter that can tell you, you just point the camera and it will show you in your camera correctly. You know, say imagine you're Hyderabad. Hyderabad, if there is a flood, what will happen? All those big buildings, water will rise till the end. You suddenly get scared, correct? It can make you visualize the impact of that. If it becomes super hot, what happens? VR is those pictures you would have seen, Apple Vision Pro, Meta Quest, those big glasses you wear, and inside you're going to a virtual world. So there you can actually see what is happening better than AR. You can actually see in a virtual world how it will be. So you can actually feel also, if there is flooding happening, you are covered with water, what will happen? How do you save, right? So all these things are great technologies to help you build solutions. Again, some examples of how AR, VR. Suppose you're a sustainable farmer, right? Using AR filter for precision agriculture. So agriculture also, if you have a large land, you use the AR filter, and this is not Instagram filter, but a similar filter separately, right? It'll tell you, using the camera, how much is the temperature right now, how much water should be given to the plants, how much sunlight is going to damage the plants, all these, are there any diseases on the plants? It will detect and tell you using camera. Green building designer, right? Again, AR to visualize there. AI can be used by renewable energy engineer to optimize output from solar panels. So solar panels, even today, they have, I think, about really improved a lot, 90% efficiency. So electricity from coal, if you get 100% efficiency, solar panel only gives you like 90%, 95%, right? Using AI, you can actually increase the output from 90% can become 98%. So can you use AI for that? So different ways in which AI can be used as well. Okay. Now, I want to show you an interesting video on AI. And Deepika, maybe if you can help share this.
Yes, 1 second. You can stop sharing.
Okay.
Just give me a second. I'll take the presenter, right? Yes.
I am a translator, transforming text into creative discovery. Movement into animation, and direction into action. I am a healer, exploring the building blocks that make us unique. Modeling new threats before they happen. And searching for the cures to keep them at bay. I am a visionary, generating new medical miracles. And giving us a new perspective on our sun to keep us safe here on Earth. I am a navigator, discovering a unique moment in a sea of content.
We're announcing the next generation.
And the perfect setting for any story. I am a creator, building 3D experiences from snapshots and adding new levels of reality to our virtual selves. I am a helper, bringing brainstorms to life. of a million programmers and turning ideas into virtual worlds.
Build a northern forest.
I even helped write the script. Breathed life into the words and composed the melody. I am AI, brought to life by NVIDIA, deep learning, and brilliant minds everywhere.
Thanks for playing that video. So interesting video, right? Everything that you saw in this video was made with the help of AI. Like you saw, you just type in, if you're a designer, right? AI is their artificial intelligence. I'm sure you must have heard of the word generative AI, right? Quick question for all of you, and maybe Aditi, you can just let me know from the chat. How many of you use ChatGPT? ChatGPT or Copilot, Copilot on Microsoft, or even let's say the Meta AI that's on your WhatsApp today. How many of you have used? Yes, say me or yes in the chat.
Sandeep says he uses it. Samuel, Harini.
They just tell me how many of them are random, as they keep coming in.
Most of the students around.
Okay.
We've received 11, 12 responses. All of them uses ChatGPT.
Okay. Perfect. So you've all in some format, right? I'm sure you would have used in some way, but not you. Now, if you saw, even the script for that video, they took the help of GPT, right? The music also, in fact, AI said, what to do, and based on that music, they brought a band together and they created it. You saw, if you're a designer, right? You just type in build a forest. On that whole design, forest is built. Looks very realistic. That's the power of AI. Sharing the knowledge of millions of coders, programmers, etc. Today, even if you know basics of programming, you can build a brilliant app. You don't need to know in and out of so much of programming because AI can help you there. That's the power of AI. And how do we use this AI to solve these big challenges that we face, correct? So that's what we are looking at, how do we use AI? So with that, I want to come to a question for you, which is this. Let me share my screen again. So my question for you is this. Why are you fascinated by AI? You have all used AI in some way, not just ChatGPT, right? Different forms. If you have used Google Maps, you have used AI. If you have used Instagram filters or Instagram as such, AI. If you have used Amazon, the recommendations that come to you, that is AI. You have used Siri on your iPhone or Google, right? That's also AI. So tell me, why are you, what do you find cool about AI? Just type it in the chat. What is very cool about AI?
Same thinking process as humans. It makes our life easy, less human intervention. Indu is saying AI is powerful and useful until we use it in right way.
Excellent answer, Indu. That's a very good answer. Okay.
Exact output sort of time to validate information, increased efficiency.
Increase efficiency, reduce time, reduce effort, good productivity, all these, right? Great, good answers. Now I'll ask another question, which is not there on my slide. I'll ask you, what do you fear about AI? When you think of AI coming in the future, so many things happening, what is your biggest fear? What will happen because of AI? Bad things maybe. What is your fear?
Privacy.
Privacy, okay, a big one.
Overtaking jobs.
Taking away our jobs. Yes. What else?
Wrong information, increase in cyber crimes.
Cyber crimes, yeah, fake news, right? Big one. And I'll have some interesting thing on fake news for you as well.
A lot of people fear that their jobs will be reduced and replaced.
Right.
Fake.
Correct. Got it. Thanks everyone. You can keep typing in, but I'll just continue. But correct, jobs might go. There is a big debate about jobs going, and I'll come to a slide. Although many jobs are going, there are so many jobs being created because of AI also. Just think back, right? Like I told you about industrial revolution. Now in maybe second industrial revolution, when electricity came, right? When electricity came, a lot of jobs went. Suddenly, electricity was there. Instead of doing by hand, with the help of electricity, you could do things. Farmers did a lot of protesting that people are not coming to do work in agriculture anymore. Everyone is working in factories. But see, agriculture is growing. Same time, industries also grew. Same way, because of AI, some jobs might go, which means like green skills and all these, jobs which are in threat, you need to keep upskilling yourself. So you can get a job in some other sector brought by AI. Even though AI takes away, let's say 10 million jobs, 5 million new jobs will be brought about by AI. So it's not like because jobs will completely go. And I want to hear more of what you think. We have something very interesting for you. We are doing this survey called AI Youth Voices. You can quickly, take your mobile phone, scan this, and while you're listening to me, you can give in your answers. All are optional questions, A, B, C kind, So you tell us, what is your biggest fear about AI? How do you think AI will impact jobs? How do you think AI will impact healthcare, agriculture, education, right? Submit this to us through the survey. And what we are doing is we are trying to reach out to 1 lakh students across India, students like you from different parts of the country. And based on your survey, we'll make a report and give it to the government. We'll give it to, the central government, to the United Nations, to industry, saying that this is what young people like you are thinking about AI. AI is going to affect their future. This is what they're saying, and you should all listen to them. So we are trying to do that. So I would request you all to take the survey. You can also note this link and go later and do as well. It's a simple link, bit.ly/AI Youth Voices. This also you can type in and it'll open the Google form, will open on your computer. You can take this survey later also. But I would request all of you have joined here, even if you're not continuing the program, I don't mind, but take this survey. At least, we get to hear what you're thinking, correct? And I'll make it exciting for you. Every week, for the next 2 months, every week, those who are filling up the survey, we'll take all your names, put in a lucky draw, and 2 winners every week will get gift vouchers of up to 1,500 rupees. So I hope that is more exciting for you. Nothing, you just take the survey. If you're lucky enough, you might win a 1,500 voucher, right? So take the survey. Okay, going forward, let's do some quick brainstorming, and I'll just take 2 minutes on this. I want you to be fast on the chat. How do you think AI can be used in different fields? Okay, I'll share one by one. How do you think AI can be used in agriculture? Just type it onto the chat. Maybe something you've seen videos, some idea you may have, AI in agriculture.
Crop prediction.
What crops to plant, okay? Any other answers?
Better understanding of seasonal crops, weather prediction.
Okay, good, great. I'll just go fast.
Robots can help in cultivation.
Cultivation robots, nice, okay. AI in the city, if you have to make Hyderabad better and AI is used, what do you think AI can be used for?
We still receiving responses. Traffic detection.
Okay.
Making weather prediction. Okay.
Okay, for the city also useful, right?
Most of the people are saying traffic management.
Yeah, traffic is issue everywhere. No, okay, maybe traffic management. Okay.
Garbage
AI in education. Garbage collection. Okay, nice one. How about AI in education and skilling? You can keep reading out any of the interesting answers.
Yeah. Face recognition. Oh, replacement of teachers.
Oh, replacement of teachers. Okay. If any teachers are listening, they're not going to be happy, but I wouldn't say it's a great idea, but to support.
Better understanding of topics, virtual classes, virtual teachers, automation of personalized learning, solving difficult problems. Okay.
Great answers. And the last one, I want to look at AI in healthcare. This also you can answer. Now, how do you think AI can be used in healthcare?
There's also another interesting answer, online course creation using AI.
Online course creation, yeah, okay. In fact, all of you, that's an interesting one. After you go through this Green Skills Academy program, maybe you can start a YouTube channel and, it can help you create these online courses. AI can help you, right? You go and check out YouTube. you'll find a lot of channels today which do not have people. AI voice, AI video itself. The person is only managing the page. There are such video channels also where if you get 1 million subscribers, you can start earning an income. So AI helps there as well.
Right. For healthcare, automated surgeries, personal assistant, medication, suggestions for medication, analysis, disease analysis, maintaining the diet, so recommendations on nutrition and food.
Nutrition and food, okay, great answers. Again, I would request you all to, this is only in so much time, we can do so much. Go and search further, right? AI is used in detection of diseases a lot. Now, recently, I think just last week, there was a published paper that came out that AI can help predict breast cancers much more efficiently. In fact, years before a physician can detect, right? Imagine. Now, breast cancer is one of the biggest causes of cancer in India and worldwide. If that can be detected much earlier, treatment can be taken, right? Looking at X-rays and predicting what the issue in the X-ray is, that AI can do with about 97% accuracy. In fact, it's even better than human cases. And AI can predict maybe in next disease. Now, there was again an interesting video reel that came out maybe a month back, where one mother was struggling with her child. She went to about so many 17, 18 doctors. Nobody could tell what the problem was. Finally, she just put in the symptoms on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT gave a correct diagnosis of what the issue was. And she went to the doctor and asked, and he said, that's correct. We kind of missed it, but that is a correct diagnosis. Imagine nothing, sitting at the home, typing in the symptoms, ChatGPT gives the right. I'm not saying you should go to ChatGPT and tomorrow, if you have some issue, type in and believe that. But that's a possibility with AI, right? Okay, now I have just two quick videos I would request Deepika to share, and then continue with the last part of the section. Again, just give you an example of how AI is being used in agriculture and in a way healthcare, helping people as well.
So we talked about groceries, the food we buy off the shelf. Of course, it's all cultivated and grown on farms. And if we head to India, 50% of the workforce are employed in agriculture, and a growing population, now at 1.4 billion, are dependent on the crops produced. But traditional methods are now making way for new technology that promises to make farms more efficient, productive and profitable thanks to artificial intelligence. Archana Shukla reports.
For generations, Indian farms have been sown and tilled only with traditional know-how. But some, like Nitin Patil, are trying out something different. With sensor devices on his vineyard that check weather and soil health and uses artificial intelligence to figure out when to water the crops, add fertilizer and tackle pests. Nitin then receives a precise advisory on a mobile app.
This vineyard where we are now, it has no groundwater sources, and we are growing these wines with the water that we purchase from outside tankers. With the help of this AI data, we are now able to irrigate them only at the crucial stage, and that's helping us to save around 50% of the water that we used to give before.
Built in India's Silicon Valley, Bangalore by startup Fussell Agri-Tech, the service has led to a near 25% boost in productivity on crops like grapes and guavas. Informed decision making is only one part of the solution to improve productivity, but weeding out inefficiencies in the existing age-old agricultural practices is also crucial. AI-powered robots offer a solution. This one is equipped with precision cameras that scan the ground in real time, programmed to avoid wasteful spraying.
The way spraying is done in India is on an acre level. And our mission is to boil that down into a plant level decision making. Just by spraying only on the plant, we are seeing a 56% savings.
Improved rural digital connectivity and government support for agri-tech startups has pushed farm innovations. But even now, just 2% cultivators use tech in farming.
We really need to enable the digital public infrastructure. And second is going to be public-private partnerships. India will always be resource constrained. We possibly are perhaps lowest in the yield level, we possibly are pretty much constrained on finance and insurance services for the farmers. And that's where the gap needs to be filled up with AI.
Data-driven agriculture promises profitability, but will need considerable time and investment to reach majority of India's farmers. Archana Shukla, BBC News, Bangalore.
Very interesting, right? Some of the answers you gave similar to that. Just look at that precision farming. 52% reduction in usage of the pesticides that you're using or spraying, the different things that are being used. At 52%, look at how much money it saves as well and how much is not being wasted. The first example, again, there's no groundwater there, but he has to purchase water. But because of this AI-based solution, very less water is used. Again, bringing in AI to solve agriculture problems, sustainability problems, right? Next one is not more of green, but AI usage. Very interesting example. Let's look at this last video.
Hi, Ben. How's your day been?
It was good. I went to a co-working space instead of working at home. I figured it would be nice to try something new. When is my next train?
Good morning, Ben. Good you didn't forget your Envision glasses today. You have 4 minutes to your next train on platform 4 and 15 minutes if you miss this one. You've got this. What a hip office space. Grab the free seat on the right side of the table for some coding magic. 2 digital nomads are on the left, and there's an olive tree in the center and a faux rug for a natural vibe. There is plenty of natural and overhead light, creating an inviting work environment.
You know how it goes. The day doesn't start without a fresh cup of coffee.
It's cappuccino time. Press the button second from the top on the right, Ben. Let's cap it at 3 cappuccinos today, yeah?
In the morning, I had some calls that I took in a meeting room. Where is the power plug?
The power plug is right in front of you. No need for cable hunting.
I also managed to get some lunch at the canteen. Which sandwich is vegetarian?
You have some good cheese and hummus options. Knowing you, you'll opt for the latter.
I got to meet some really interesting people at lunch. There was another developer who worked with Linux-based systems. She asked me for some advice. Can you describe the diagram for me, please?
Let's talk decision boundaries in data classification using support vector machines or SVMs. The first scenario has a straight line separating 2 clusters, while the second uses a circular boundary to enclose one. This graph explains how SVMs optimize boundaries to boost classification accuracy.
And that's pretty much it. How was your day?
Very interesting, right?
Envision empowers people who are blind or have low vision to access everyday visual information for themselves. For more information, go to W.
So people who could not see earlier or had issues in seeing, right? Vision issues or were considered blind. Now they can actually live pretty much like a normal life, go outside. These glasses act like their eyes, telling them exactly where things are, what to do, right? This is not possible earlier. IoT-based devices were there, but AI, the same technology that's being used on a chat GPT using voice, it is actually telling him what to do, with the camera and the voice. How cool, right? So think about it. Maybe you are the ones who are coming up with the next innovative solution like this, correct? So that's the power of AI. And like one of you mentioned in the beginning, AI is only good if it's used for good, right? And let me come to the last 5 minutes of this session. You're all talking about jobs being gone. So look at this, cognitive labor, kind of jobs that require a lot of thinking and mental effort, right? The safe jobs, which are the safe ones, psychiatrist, social worker, CEO, right? Criminal defense attorney. But the dangerous ones, the ones where, the jobs might be lost are, for example, a telemarketer. AI-based voice can do that. Radiologist, right? X-rays, AI can predict X-rays better, like I mentioned. Insurance adjuster, customer service representative. And slowly it's creeping into these areas of scientist, artist, medical researcher, graphic designer, right? These are all jobs that are in danger of
being lost to AI. Now, if you look at these physical labor jobs, the safe ones are like training a dog, maybe, dog trainer, physical therapist, hairstylist. I'm sure AI can also come up with cool hairstyles, but maybe a human does that better, right? But the danger zones are ones like, for example, fast food preparer, Fast foods are like what? If you go to McDonald's, you have the bun, you have lettuce, tomato, and the patty, right? Exact same template. So that maybe not a human, AI can do that. Garment factory worker, restaurant cook, dishwasher, all these monotonous jobs which we don't enjoy doing, it becomes boring. AI is getting in there and those jobs are being lost. And slow creep, like for example, taxi driver, automated cars are coming, plumber, night watch security, all these probably AI will come in a period of time slowly. So again, these are jobs looking at it, right? And there's like a little old fact, but 2025, by next year, this organization, global organization called Gartner, they are saying 1.8 million jobs will be gone because of AI. AI will replace those jobs, right? But also look at the good side. 2 million new jobs are coming because of AI, which of course means out of the 2 million, maybe a lot of jobs, people don't have the skills for it, right? Just like green skills, green jobs, right? If you build skills, you can get those jobs. So again, AI takes away jobs, but at the same time brings in new jobs as well. And some of you mentioned issue with AI fear is that deep fakes, misinformation, all that, right? I won't get into deep fakes, maybe in one of the sessions in future we'll do. But quick ending with an activity for you. I'll show you 2 images, 3 sets of 2 images. You tell me which is the real image in each, okay? One is AI generated, one is a real image clicked with a camera. All right, ready? Type in the answer, okay? Image 1, which is real, A or B? Which image is real? Look carefully.
Lokesh Sandeep says B.
B, okay.
Alam says A. A lot of people are saying B.
B, okay. Interesting. I'm not sure how you, what you're looking at, but you seem to have got the answer right. B is the correct answer. Let's see the next one. Image 2, A or B, which is real? This can get a little tricky. A very good looking diamond pink, which is real, A or B?
adding a different vertical where students can come in from a green skills or a sustainability lens and add value. I'm sure all of you would have ordered from Amazon or Flipkart, right? 2-3 years back when you ordered, their packaging used to come in plastic bags, like gray color or silver color plastic bags, if you remember. But now if you order, they are coming in cardboard boxes, right? No fancy packaging, etc. Just a cardboard box with your address. So if you see the design, so they are also shifting towards sustainable design, right? That is a small example. That way, every organization, from design, from the products that they are developing, from how their building will look like, and how their systems function, all of it is going to transition towards green sector, right? And that is why the jobs and the skill set is even more important, and that is what we at 1M1B Green Skills Academy want to achieve. That one, train you on the skill set so that you're jobs ready, and then help you also with jobs in the right companies. And all are these big companies which are looking for young talent like you. And I would like to end my talk with a small video from this YouTube channel, which talks about the importance of green skills and the importance of green jobs. I'll just stop my screen sharing and play the video.
It's not a statue or a... India is building something you can see from space. No, it's not a statue or a temple or a Taj Mahal or a Great Wall. It is a plant, the biggest in the world.
Dear world, we are in the middle of a revolution that no one is talking about. And if I were a kid, I would 100% jump on this revolution behind me. It's called the Green Energy Revolution.
Here at the UK Science Museum, there is a gallery that just shows you how big this revolution is.
Welcome to Energy Revolution, the Adani Green Energy Gallery.
It's not one revolution, it's 3 revolutions. Nuclear revolution, solar revolution, and wind revolution. That's 3 times as exciting. Take India, for example. The largest renewable energy installation in the world is not gonna be in Europe or North America. It's being built right here in India by these guys from Adani Green. This plant will generate 30 gigawatts of green energy from solar and wind by 2030. It will power 22 million homes in India alone with green energy that makes 0 carbon.
I am proud that Adani Green Energy is leading an energy transition that honors that commitment. We are also aiming to reach 45 gigawatts of renewable energy by 2030. This will be like providing clean energy to almost every house in England.
And I bet you did not know that. In just 10 years, India grew its green energy by 400%. 400% in 10 years. This is how the graph of green energy looks like here. And I bet you didn't know that either. By 2070, this country is aiming to reach net zero emissions. And by 2030, half of India's energy will come from renewables, which means hundreds of millions of tuk-tuks, cars, motorcycles, and buses will have to go electric. This will be a thing of the past. This bus is 100% electric. The revolution has already started. This is not just India. In the future, every single country will have to do the same. Now imagine how many new jobs will be created as we turn the world from fossil fuels to green energy for billions of people.
You know, so many kids are thinking, what career should I have? What job should I get? What industry should I join? And I'm like, it's so obvious. The green energy revolution is gonna create so many jobs. This is 100% the future.
Join the green energy revolution.
Because nothing is more powerful than turning the world green.
Yeah, lovely video, right? I'm sure you would have got a perspective, and this person is a influencer and a YouTuber, famous YouTuber who has millions of views, Nas Daily, one of my favorite YouTubers as well. He had come down to India, to talk about this, cover the story. And here you only have an example of one company which is doing this, right? But imagine 149 other companies who have already pledged saying that they want to transition to greener alternatives. So imagine the amount of jobs that are present, that are going to be opened up, right? And everyone is going to transition towards it. So two big things which are going to stay for the next 20 to 25 years, where we can't say no, I won't learn or I won't know, is green skills and AI, of course, with technology, right? We can't say no to them, and that is what the future is going to be. So there's a big opportunity for all of you who are in your college to take this up and create an impact. So with that, I'll end my talk so that we can continue to the next steps on how you can be part of it, what you can do, and what is a procedure for all of you to create an impact. Yeah, thank you. Aditi?
Thank you so much, Abhiram. I think through all these three presentations, we are already seeing so much energy in the chat box. Students are already excited. Now we move to the operational part of the learning journey at 1M1B Green Skills Academy. And we have Aneep, my colleague, who will make you understand about a very interesting online platform that we use. It's called Flaunch. Flaunch is a platform that will enable you to deep dive into using your knowledge and skill set and create tangible outcomes. You will be using Flaunch throughout your journey. Immediately after the session also, you'll be invited for a challenge. So let's understand how this platform functions. Over to you, Aneep.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Aditi. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining on this Saturday afternoon, and very happy to listen to what all the speakers have shared before me. And I am super pumped, and I hope that all of you are as well, right? So I'm just going to quickly walk you through the platform that we are going to be using during the whole of this Green Skills Academy. So you'll see that there will be certain milestones every now and then that you have to complete, right? And you will be progressing through the academy based on your performance in these milestones also, right? And then again, time onwards, we'll keep sharing more and more information with you as and when you need to know it. But just to give you a glimpse of what you're going to be working with here, the platform that you see on my screen, as Aditi mentioned, right, it's called Flaunch. And this is the platform where all of you are going to be registering yourself. I won't suggest that you do it right now. You just take it, sit back, watch what I'm going to show you here. And then, once we communicate with you with the link of the platform, how are you supposed to register, we'll send a video, we'll send you the steps also, we'll send you all the links as well. So you don't have to worry about missing out on anything, right? So this is the platform, right? And then again, the idea of this platform is that we get together a lot of students from India, school and college both. And we host interesting challenges, missions, and competitions for them on this platform. So let's say when we are on this platform, you have different sections on the menu here. If you click on challenges here, you'll see all the challenges which are live right now. So this is this is the live challenges section, and then if you click on the completed challenges section, you will be able to see a very big list of the challenges which have happened earlier also, and then there is an upcoming tab also here. So I have activated one challenge here just to give you a glimpse of what it will look like when you come to this platform as a participant of the Green Skills Academy. But before we do that, right, we go back and we see how to register ourselves. So once you click on this register or login button, you will be redirected to this register page, and it's a simple form, right? I hope that you, like, almost all of you have made an account on one of the online platforms in the past, right? So you'll have to follow a very similar procedure. You enter your name, you enter your email ID. We will prefer if you have your institute ID and you can enroll using that. But if you don't, you can enter your personal email IDs also, right? Set a strong password and then put in your mobile numbers. In this section, right, you are in, please select colleges, because all of you, we understand, are college students. And then you have to select, if you select others here, you can enter the name of your institute also, right? So let's say I enter that I am from Thapar University, and you select I am a student, right? So you'll have to select which year of study are you in. So if you are an undergrad student, you can select that. If you are studying in postgraduate, you can select that also, right? And then you accept the terms and agreements and you click sign up. So this is, like, again, like a very run-of-the-mill registration form that we have going on here. If you want to, like, avoid the hassle, you can also register using your Google or your Facebook accounts. So once you sign up here, you will receive a verification email on your email IDs that you had entered in the form. You verify your emails, and then you come back to the same page again and you click on sign in, right? And once you sign in, you enter your email here, enter your password, and then click on login, right? So once you log into the platform, it will, okay. Yeah, so I seem to have misplaced, I think, the password that I have for my for the account that I use as a college student. But the idea will be that once you log into the student account, your accounts, right, you will get a dashboard where you will see all the challenges which are live right now, and you will be able to see the challenges in which you can enroll. And there will be a section where you will have all the enrolled challenges as well, right? If you allow me one moment, I can just see if I can locate the password that I use. I'll just take like a few seconds. If I can locate it, I'll be able to show you how it works. Otherwise, I'll be able to, like, we'll send you a video later on also, right? So I think that should be okay as well.
That's fine, Aneep. I think they can take a look at the video. You can probably wrap up.
All right. Yeah. So again, like, please make sure that whenever we communicate with you, you can register yourself on the platform. And then, again, we'll be sending you more documentation and more links and all the other resources that you'll need to enroll into the challenges. And then, how do you submit and how do you move to the next rounds also. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Aneep. And I think the students will be in touch with you in the later stage also when they are interacting.
Yeah, Aditi, sorry, just one last thing I wanted to share. Once you start registering yourself on the platform, in case you find anything which is troubling you or if you face any challenges, you can send us an email on this email ID, and the team from Flaunch platform will get in touch with you and help you figure that stuff out as well. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Aneep. Thank you so much for your insights and also running us through the Flaunch platform. Now, I am very, very excited to invite Manal Munir, who is the graduate of our first cohort from the 1M1B Green Skills Academy. Manal is also one of the students who will be representing us at the UN. I will leave it up to you, Manal, to share your story of your journey and your idea from of change. So over to you, Manal.
Thank you, Aditi ma'am. Hi, good evening, all. So, before starting a brief intro about myself, I would just say that I am also a student who have just started with the giving attention to the mail you have been sent by the task team. And from that to here is the journey where I will be introducing myself. And so my name is Manal Muni, recently graduated life sciences student and also founder of pilot project Integenexa, which in short, we will be probably presenting at the 1M1B UN Summit. So the project works on the ecotourism, promoting ecotourism using the cutting edge technologies like AR, VR, and AI. So it all started by, having manifestations to do something unique out of a group of 10 or 100. And as a couple of students have already answered that they wanted to be an entrepreneur, they want to have a business out of it, and that similar dream was of mine. And in short, maybe I'm in a path to just start that dream through the entire 1M1B team, entire task team, and all the ecosystem partners. So before heading to it, I would just say that all the energy which have been pumped up during all throughout the session, just make it ignited throughout till the next sessions happen, because it is what will make you determined, will make you consistent for the project ahead. And as I have said that I have like literally manifested for doing something different, doing something out of the box. And as said that I am a life sciences graduate, it is something that I have done completely different out of my course, that is gearing up into the cutting edge technologies, the technologies which are the hot topics right now, like AR and VR. So it's something like dreams comes true, and when you are determined, when you're honest, when you have that energy to do something, universe itself falls for you to help out. And that's how 1M1B have come into my career path planning. And I was the student just like you, attending the orientation program a few months back, and today here again I am attending the orientation session, sharing my story with you all. And I think that we all deserve to have a unique story which we can share in a group of people. But for that, of course, we need to make the stories, right? And the stories are made when you have something ambitious to do out of your career, something ambitious to do which can serve your society. And that is what the goals of SDGs are. That is what the sustainability leads to you. That is what combining all such things keeps you something out of the box among the hundreds, among your colleagues, among your group of friends. And today I am very overwhelmed to share the story that I have like dreamed of. Once upon a time, I was just a user maybe of AR and VR, and today I'm building a product literally out of that technology, and it is executable. We all know that there are ideas in millions of minds, but the difference what it is it to be executable. That's the difference we are supposed to be making with the 1M1B team and its mentorships. So it's all about ideating. It's about thinking how differently with your expertise, with your ideas, you can make it executable, which can serve to the SDGs, which can make a sustainable careers. And since we all are the building blocks of fourth industrial revolutions. This is the opportunity, or we can say this is the time that we can build something right from this step, and then uh, in some end point, maybe we are not, it's not about winning it or something. It's about getting a different experience, which I have get throughout the journey. There were so many ups and
Great.
downs, but still being consistent, being determined, being honest towards what you're doing have led me to share my story towards yourself. And
Great.
I
Manal,
many
one quick question. Sorry to pause you in the interest of time. One quick question. Can you, in 30 seconds, pitch your project to everyone so that they know what you have actually done?
Sure.
And then we can
So,
close.
yeah, sure. So, as I said, I am the founder of pilot project IntelliNexa. IntelliNexa works on promoting the lesser known areas of Telangana, which specifically focuses on ecotourism. That too, using the cutting edge technologies like AR, VR, and AI, in which we provide the AR wildlife trails, VR 360-degree adventures. It's something that, without compromising your boundaries, you have something more to explore when you have it beautifully planned travel, which would also lead to sustainability. It is something that you are making a positive change, a positive impact behind your travel. So that's what my project is working on, like promoting lesson on areas, also working on sustainability, also coming up with the economic disparities which are there in local communities through the ecotourism industry. So yeah, that's it. Thank you. Over to you, Aditi ma'am.
Thank you so much, Manal, for your experience story. And I'm sure a lot of students are inspired by what you've done. And maybe in the future, you'll find more collaborators to work with your projects and take it into another level. Thank you so much. Now we are at 4:26. We will quickly go through the program flow of 1M1B Green Skills Academy, and we will try to understand what the journey would be at what the journey and the opportunities will be at the academy for you all. Okay. As we, understood the entire journey, we had a interaction with Anil was sharing the learning journey at majorly focused on project work, majorly focused on how there will be also an training at the Academy Center in Hyderabad, taken to different workplace industries for the experiences. You will also get guidance and assistance on internships and placements. Like it was the case for the previous cohort, there will be a grand finale showcase, and you will be two ones who will be representing at regional, national, as well as international platform, and also you will have a chance to represent India, create your impact at a global level. Now, the approach to learning at Monument Skills Academy follows principles where we are studying about concepts that are industry facing. The curriculum is in collaboration and in consultation with industry members from different sectors, that is at all disciplines. We follow the mission field approach by which we believe that we want to be ready for jobs. At the towards the end of the program, their top 50 students will be placed into different jobs, and students top 50 students will be connected with companies for internships. We are looking at people who can, students are tech-driven. Of course, AI is the key here, and we will be leveraging on AI, all its merits and strengths to build and to have greater impact on whatever we do. And of course, job placements and job readiness and placements I talked about. Now, whenever we are talking about jobs, we prepare our CV and resume where we, that we send it to the recruiters. So this is a sort of look of the CVs, that one week Green Skills Academy's graduates could look. So at the end of the day, we're looking at three three prime skill set category. One is green skills. Green skills, like knowledge about climate sciences, atmospheric sciences, climate change, and how does it happen? How can we bring, the impact of climate change down? How can we, cater to the problem? So the climate sciences, we will learn about circular economy and its principles. We will learn about something called life cycle assessment. All these skill set, life cycle assessment, net zero, carbon accounting, impact assessment, and climate technologies. Majorly, climate technologies will cover renewable energy and carbon capture technology. An overview of all the technologies that are helping us to become, move towards sustainability. Technical skills, the students will be, of course, build more on AI and emerging technologies. The students will also learn the insights about project management, so that they are able to perfectly fit into whatever teams, whatever projects that they take up. They will be trained. We will focus more on building data analysis, sorting, and visualization skills of the students. We will also, try to give exposure to students on softwares like OpenLC and Energy Plus, that is being, used by a lot of companies in their journey to energy transition, as well as becoming more and more sustainable. And the third category of skills, the most important one, the professional skills, as my colleagues were pointing out before. Also, companies, when of course there are technical and green skills that are required, but the recruiters or the people you work with, they look at some professional skills that builds you as an individual. So skills around problem solving, empathy, because we are talking about a very important issue. Deepika had highlighted about how everything is interconnected. So how can we bring empathy into our thinking skills and into our work? We are focusing on critical thinking, design thinking, how we collaborate with our team members, how we communicate creatively, and storytelling. So the students will, we expect that if you all work very hard and if you are driven, you all can have these, elements in your CV. You all can build, yourselves, your skills towards the right direction, and be a best fit into the industry, as well as, be the strongest entrepreneurs who are making huge difference in our society. So these are the personality traits of our graduates, who we see them as how she has converted to, skills that are converted to project that solves very big problems. We see
Aditi, your voice is not audible.
Yeah.
Suddenly went off.
Hello, audible?
Yes.
Okay. So, continuing with the electrons, so these are the characteristics that we want to see or we hope to see from graduates of my Skills Academy. Coming to what is next. So, we have divided the entire learning journey of the 101 Skills Academy into 5 parts. And first part, I would like to congratulate all of you already that we are at number 1, and the effort to come here and learn more about green skills, about climate action, about sustainability, and thinking about multiple dimensions of how we can develop sustainably. That is level one, because we all see that awareness is the first step of any action that we take. So we are at number one. This, early next week, all will receive
Sorry,
challenges,
Aditi,
launch,
still not
and
clear.
you all now know how to operate the platform. So we will invite you to
Aditi?
participate in non-challenges, and after that,
Okay, Aditi, am I audible? You're not. You're still not clear. I think we will pause you. I'll take it ahead from where you left off. Sorry, Aditi. Students are unable to hear you. Yeah, I'll just take it over. Yeah. So sorry, students. I think there's a small glitch from Aditi ma'am's end. I'll just take you through the entire program flow, and we will close it. So basically, the program flow starts from the learning and kickoff session where you are today. Where you're attending the kickoff session. There will be, post this, we will be sharing the recording. We will be sharing a feedback form for all of you to receive your certain participation certificates, and we will also be sharing as to what the next steps are, which is nothing but going through a flaunch challenge. Just like Aneep sir has explained you about the flaunch platform, we will be hosting these challenges, which are nothing but kind of gamified assignments. It's not like a typical homework or assignment, but these are interesting challenges that you can go through once you qualify for once you complete each challenge. It will be evaluated, and the top students will keep on proceed, will move forward to the next step or the next milestone. So once these online challenges or on flaunch has been done, then there will be another green job simulations challenge. So then you will see about 2 challenges on launch that we will be hosting post this particular session, where all of you will go through. And it's very simple. It's those are simple challenges, but we are trying to gauge how your interest, how your passion is towards solving a particular problem. So nothing hard and nothing technical as such as of now, but post these challenges, you will get segregated into 2 tracks. So basically, all the final year students will move on to a track called which focuses on jobs, because at the end of the day you will have to be placed, right? So there will be a job track which will open, and there will be offline trainings, offline as well as online trainings. And for all the first, second, and third year students, basically anyone before the final year students, all of you will go through the sustainability track, where we will be mainly focusing on imbibing the sustainability mindset, and your end goal would be workplace experiences or internships in different companies as such. So once that is done, you will go through the offline training. All of you will go through the offline and online trainings at your respective task regional centers. Again, we will share all of this in the email, and then there will be a grand finale. Just like how Manal and the top 5 students or the top 10 students went through. So there will be a grand finale where you will be presenting your proof of ideas or proof of concepts, and then you will be eligible for getting placement support for internships and jobs. And then you will be placed. Some of you will be selected for our 1M1B summit at the United Nations, etc. So that's the amazing journey, how it looks like. And so what next, as Aditi ma'am was saying, you can expect an email from task, an email or a circular from task explaining all these steps, and also to submit a form and gain your e-certificate of participation. And also there will be a link to for the flaunch challenge, where you will have to complete the challenge, and then you will be selected as a part of the program. So that's all from our end. Let's stay connected. Here are our again LinkedIn, Instagram, and X, which is formerly known as Twitter. So these are our handles. Please do stay connected. We will keep on posting updates about Green Skills Academy and a lot more around the term green skills as well as sustainability on our social media pages. And we will be happy to stay connected here, and you can watch what is going on in the current scenario, watch news about sustainability and green skills, and any other updates. You can stay in touch by following our social media pages. So with that, we would love to thank all our partners once again. Mainly, government of Telangana, starting from Jayesh Ranjan sir, who is IT secretary. You might get a chance to meet him soon if you're part of the academy and are doing a wonderful job. And our biggest partner, Salesforce, without whom a lot of things wouldn't have been possible. Thanks to Salesforce, Government of Telangana, and all our ecosystem partners, mainly Task, the entire team at Task, Ajmeri, Pradeep, and the entire on-ground support that we are getting. Thank you once again, T-Hub, who are providing us workplace experiences and also acting as knowledge partners similar to Math again is a part of T-Hub, who will be taking care of all your or many of your internships and jobs as such, and also T-Works, who will be acting as a prototyping partner and a knowledge partner for us. So with this, we have come to the end of this session, and see you all. Thank you very much for being there today. You are already making a difference by participating in this academy. Hope to see all of you proceed forward, complete the challenges, and shine in your green careers. May you be the future who will make a huge dent in the universe in a positive manner. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, everyone.
Ajmeri, can we close this?
Are you exploring your options to take your career abroad? Then what you need is the right preparation strategy. You need to know the interview process.
Hello everyone, this is Neil from Edureka and welcome to this Edureka live session on learning Informatica in 60 minutes. This is the second installment of our Business Intelligence Tool series, and in our previous session we had looked at Power BI. Now Informatica is the market's leader when it comes to data management, data integration, data processing, basically anything that deals with data. Now even if you have a 3-hour session on Informatica, we would still